Okay, so everything's now dry. It took a while, but we've had all that winter and the cold and everything else. But it's all down now, all solid as it needs to be. Cut the holes out of the back. So we've got that power adapter. So it'll just be nice now to get some sound on the track and get my trains running digitally. So this is the power supply I'll be using to go with this. This is actually off the Sky Electrics. So it's the P600W, which there we go, P9600, which will be fine. 15 volt, 1.2 amp. This goes up to 4 amp, so 1.2 amp will be fine. And then the decoders, I'm actually running them off of a knockoff plug. So the 6010s just run off of this, which is 15 volt 1 amp, and they've been working fine. And they was $10.99 each off of eBay for them too. So we've got everything. 2 decoders, Mallard, the lead, jerky, okay, let's lift the board. I've detached the fiddle yarn. So yeah, we'll start wiring now. What I'm doing at the moment is putting all the black wires with the black wires and the what's going to be red with the red. All been well. If I ain't cocked it up already. Okay, so that's the mess of wires, all connected, and they both go into there now. One black, one red. So I'll now connect it up, see if we can blow ourselves up. All lit. So we'll now lower the board back now. So the Hornby thing didn't fit, so I've ended up taking it out of its shell. I'm only using it for that anyway. So that's it, that's screwed in now. So just wire that into there. Okay, so that's all wire sorted. I just need to put this in through there so I can hook these up. But these are the wires, the 4 wires to the top with all the plugs. I think that looks tidier now instead of having all this bulk under there. Don't need it. I think the buildings look alright apart from the light bleed. The bleed on them is going to annoy me. The DCC there, so that's done. Anything for the yards back on. I've left the trains off for now because that one's got the chipping, this one's awaiting it. I've sorted out my little house. Stuck foil on all insides. Buildings are up. It didn't do much getting up. It was resin, so they were solid, but not too solid that they won't ever come up again. Okay, we've had a welcome distraction from the sorting the buildings out and the lights. So we've got his DCC. So it took a bit of head scratching. When I first got it, it wouldn't find the blink bonnie. Kept saying it needed resetting, which I've read if you've used the HMDC, you would have to reset and all that lot, but I hadn't. I'd already deleted them apps. And then I had to reset the HM6010s for it to read them. So I did that, and then it asked for an update, so I had to update on both of them. And then some kind of screen update or something, which I don't know what that was about. And then I tried again to find the blink bonnie, and then it found it. So then I had to download the profile for A1. Did that because it wanted an update anyway. Then the functions wasn't showing up, so then I had to enable functions. So you can hear when I press the points, they're all in place. This is still not up and running, where you can press it on the track. So whether they'll ever do that, I'll be disappointed if they don't do that though, because you know the whole point of having point motors this way in the HM610s is so you can have a little map and press it like that. Let's bring blink bonnie round to where we are. So I like these little plus buttons. I find they're quite good. It's nice and quiet. She's coming. Right, so when the noisy motorbike's gone, we'll do some sounds. So, sound on. Sounds a lot better than the old TTS. And that's it more or less for what I've got on this coder. So, okay, well, let's get her moving. So I'm just here doing the fiddly, putting the foil in the buildings job. Let's stick them all back down. Let's not stick them down. My glue's gone off. It's done the job. So we've got no light bleeding over the tops of any of them. Okay, let's get the decoder put into the Mallard. Remove the 2 screws. Now we should take this out. Put the new one in. Simple as that. Just clicks in. And that's that. Speaker's already fitted in the Mallard, so I ain't gonna mess about with that. Okay, she's on the track. Settings. Link device. Start scan. There she is. Wait till it finishes searching for everything. Link device. I've got to re-download the A1 profile for that. I didn't realise there were a 00 and a TT version, so I shall do that as well. Okay. Start update. Okay, that's that. Done. Yes. Right, well, let's take that off. 5 seconds. And then we should put her back on. Okay, she's back on. I like to put the actual numbers, so 4468. And Mallard. Okay. Let's go to settings, profiles. So we want the TT A4, that one. Select Mallard. Okay. Install locomotive profile. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this is second attempt. First time it wasn't downloading these sound profiles, so should try again. So, fourth attempt. Don't know whether it was me, you know, with it moving, or when I was cleaning the track, or I don't know. Anyway, fourth attempt, I think we're working. Bell. Did they a bell? I don't know. Now I'm going to try this automatic function on this one when we get moving. There you go, they're both up and running. I'll have an up and a down train. Next one, we'll sort these points out. So this is my solution. Right, so now when we go on this, you can see at the top pink 1 to 4 and blue 1 to 4. So if I want to change that one, which is that one blue, there you go. So then I want to go from third up into filler yard. I'll know that's pink 1. Yeah. So until Hornby get on with doing what they said they were going to do, we shall use that, and that seems to be straightforward enough. Okay, we've got a new upgrade. I've seen these Hunt couplings. I've been wanting to try the magnetic ones. I've gone for the intermediate ones. So there seems to be a slight little problem. They're probably a millimetre too long. So I've had to take just the slightest little bit off the back and then this slot in, but without that they wasn't clipping in. So there's not an A and a B, there is an up and a down, so you need to make sure that they're the right way round. So that's the wrong way, And that's the right way. So it's literally, all I'm doing is cutting off the slightest, tiniest sliver, barely a millimetre, for it to fit in there. And then once I've done that, it just fits straight in. See? Clicks straight in. This is the first test. It's working. Perfect. The blink money can run away back onto the third track. Perfect. No. No. I've ordered the maroon coaches, 3 for that. God knows when teak coaches and proper prototypical stuff's gonna come in, so yeah, bugger it. So I took advantage of the double points that Hornby were offering and ordered 3 of the maroon. There's a few pictures that I found online with the Mallard pulling that kind of colour coach, so anyway, it'll do. Putting the apart now. So these have also turned up now, the figures. So I'm going to stitch a couple of them in each loco. There we go, we've got, he's having a bit of a lean. And the other guy's on his chair. That one seems to be a bit fiddly, I don't know. Anyway, we've got him in. So that's him. Let them dry. And he's in. So here we go. All the wagons and tankers, brake van, everything I'm going to have for this layout, up to now anyway. And then we've got this ready for me passing loop. And there they are. Locking the part now, the goods area. I'm just looking at this fence that I've got. A little single number, is he? I don't know what it is. Direct traffic when it comes to goods area. So I'm going to use the legs off it and fasten them onto the bottom. While I've got that down, I'm going to take the old lights out. Finally connect this wire to here. Another thing what was annoying, every time you changed device with the HM7000 HMDCC app, you had to reset these, and for some reason, God knows why, Hornby's put the reset on the bottom. Wouldn't it have made more sense on the side or on the top? So you can't permanently fix them because you have to reset them to put it to a new device. Okay, so that's all them lights out. And now we can get on with doing the legs. So these legs screw on, so I'm going to use the original nut, fasten a wood and some wood on there, drill through, and then I can fasten that onto there, and then the legs can be unscrewed. Okay, so that's the finished product, drill through there and there, and then this can just screw on there. Okay, that's the legs on. Okay, so there we go. Legs are on. So all I need to work out now is getting the fiddle yard to fit on there. Okay, so that's what I've come up with for this. A piece of wood there just to support it, and then it's screwed to the track. And then piece of wood here, end stop on it. So it's not going anywhere. So that's an whole lot better. So I've put a hook on there to hook the wires to go down to the plugs, and that goes across to there, and then all the wires tucked up out of the way, so I'm less likely to catch them with anything I put underneath the board. I had some nice black cardboard from a box, so I've just decided to trim it all up with that to finish it off. And we've also got the nameplate now. So I've sorted out the bit of changing devices and to reset it. I've actually bought a cheap iPhone. It's actually an iPhone SE 2020. Still getting iOS updates and everything. Got a cracked back and a few scuffs, but I bought this case for it now. So this is the permanent device to run the trains, which I prefer, and then this is just dedicated to this now, so it saves having to mess about. Trying to make some waterfall effects cheaply, so I'm trying it with some PVA. I here last night, I'm in an hour whether to do it or not, and then but no, I think it'll I may as well have that run going up there. Okay, we've got 4 pieces of new track, so I'm going to glue them down. I'm not going to glue them to this bit, just onto this bit, so it can be removed. I've collected the point motors. And then we have these, right, so we'll put them in place now, get them hooked up. Okay, so that's how you want them. Screws are in, solid, and then when you like this, they move free. slide them into there, put a hole in there, and then they'll go that way now, and then we'll wire them up to there. This is the next job. Let's see if it finds it. I need to go to there, link device, start scan. So it must be that one, I don't know, we'll see. Let it finish off there. Right, link. Alright, update. Start update. Okay. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Did the point information. So, that's it. Would have made more sense for number 1 to be there, but do you know what? It's frustrated me enough, and I couldn't be doing messing with wires, so it's in there now. So it makes much difference on the app. Just scroll across to it. So there you go. That's all done and all working. Okay, I've got some yacht varnish. I'm just gonna paint some of that on there. Probably about 5 coats or so. See what it looks like. It's had a few coats, but it needs a few more. It's getting the effect of water. So I think that's gonna bring this set of videos to an end now. I've done more or less what I want to do.